one when everybody's packed in here.
The one at the far end.
Yeah. And you gotta go up there to that little lodge and get a ticket. Yeah.
Oh, they take card? Oh, no, cash.
I don't know. I think I got cash.
Good morning. No, I needed to grab a pass real quick from you. Good.
Just a car? Or do you have a trailer?
Trainer.
Some,
Do you take cards?
yeah, $10 minimum.
40-foot rod. Watch your mouth. I like to give it to the kid though, you know what I mean? What do you say, man?
Hey, get this on. Hey, I wore this black shirt today. Does it make me look a little thinner? You think it catches me in the right light?
Put your plug in, babe.
I think you need to get a thinner camera, bro. I'm looking a little too big on this phone. Plugs in.
Plugs in.
Electrical tape in there?
No.
I don't want them shrimp.
Why?
They're a fucking shrimp are a pain in the ass. They never stay on.
I'm right.
It's alright, you get plenty of shrimp.
I said to him, take this $7, go Rick, get a number. I know how it works. He comes back, he's got the envelope in his hand. I said, yo, put that envelope with the money in that thing. Oh, shit, I dumped the money in. I know how it works.
Once again, Bonnie was better. She walked right
Well,
up there,
Mardell
gave them the
saved
money.
me.
What's that?
We were going to charge him extra. But
You should have. Well, that was my $7.
distracted by his smell.
Right. Yeah, I know how it works.
Been here 1,000 times, still don't know how it works. I didn't try. We're trying to get you out there. You see how much that shines, that flashes? That's what you want. You want it making those shines and flashes under that water. It attracts them. Because it sends out that distress signal, like it's a fish in distress. And that's what you want. Because like I said, even if they aren't hungry, you can annoy them to death where they're going to attack it. So when you look over, the edge and you see that we're not moving, and then you come back up here to this line, and you can see that this line has come in and now it's starting to go back out a little bit. Could be a couple things. It could be a stingray picked it up and starts moving closer. Could be a catfish, something moving real slow across the bottom. Could be a crab. It even could be a redfish that just kind of picked it up and it's kind of hanging out. So now you see the lines going back out a little. So hopefully this pole at some point will just bend right over and we'll be in the money. There we go. Ladyfish. Look at that. Look how pretty they are in that water, boy. They are sleek, fast, very aggressive. Going around the motor. Tip up as high as you can. Keep constant pressure on that line. Keep reeling, keep reeling. If it starts to run away from you and take drag, let it take drag. As soon as that drag stops, you keep reeling. Keep that tip up all the time because you want to keep their head off of the bottom, running into any rocks and scuffing your line off. Look at them eyes, them big old eyes, man, they see everything. And these fish are built for speed. They got that nice slender V tail to them. These things are fast. And they're fun to catch. Well, this is a ladyfish. This is we just caught it on a blue Yo-Zuri. So the fish seem to be more attracted to something moving today. So I guess we'll continue on the day using some lures and see what we get. So let's give them a nice release here. So you just kind of want to ease them into the water, keep a nice little gentle hand on them, and just kind of pull them back and forth, get that water moving to the gills, get them back to get them aerated, and then they'll just swim off on their own, man. That was a nice catch. So back in the 30s and 40s, you know, after World War II, or right before World War II, after World War I, they used to run training missions with their aircraft up and down this coastline, and they would bomb the aircraft. And what we're fishing right now is an old bomb hole. It's just a real deep hole, and it's seemed to have lasted over the years. Some of the holes that used to be around have filled in. Storms come in, they fill in the bomb holes and stuff. But this is one that's pretty maintained. So you get a lot of fish that'll be laying down in the bottom of there. You got a lot of grass, a lot of structure for them to kind of hang out around and just be in a safe place for them and a good feeding area for them. So hopefully we'll get a good fish out of here. You can see the tide coming in through our cut. That cut's only a couple inches deep and it drops off into the hole. So you can see the amount of water that's rushing in right now. So it'll be a lot easier coming out than it was coming in. My left hand isn't really reeling too much, just kind of going with the action of the pole. The right hand's doing everything. And when you look out through there, you'll see that lure flashing. And when something comes after it, you'll see a big flash right out that lure. And when you see that flash, you just kind of let it sit for a second. Because a lot of times they'll turn around and come right back after it. Water right up in there. What that is that's your shoal line. That's real shallow water. It's the water coming up over the shoals and the rocks and stuff. So you pay attention to stuff like that. So we're out here, we're in the grass, we're in the deeper water, but right there you can see there's a whole ridge that kind of comes out in a big oval shape. Nah, we're gonna start moving. So. But just a different style of hooking. Instead of running a jig through like we normally do down through the belly and out, we're just running it right to the top. And we're leaving the weights on the front. So what that does is it allows the weights to go down. The lure will follow it, and then when you pull it up, it'll follow it again. You use a light rig like this when you're in the tall grass. It'll cut through the grass a bit better, and you won't get so hung up with stuff.
And I could train him better than I'm training you. Quicker and everything.
Walk back too. Still get it done.
Right.
See, that leg's good for something, holding the boat.
This is what fish
Until my shoe falls, until the fucking foot falls off. That's an expensive foot.
It's amazing how skinny these things will run. That was some skinny stuff we were in.
Yeah, totally.
Full 4.5.
So every crow drive that is in that cradle
my face
sits
was all
sideways.
distorted.
Well, it depends on the transom. Like my transom's straight up and down.
So you said this one you could put
Which
straight up
little
and down.
whiskers got to do anything?
If it was on my boat, it would sit straight up and down. But it's on this transom, it's on an angle, so it's gonna sit on an angle. Then you just adjust it with the tilt.
That ain't grain hold.
So we're moving into warm water, trying to get a little bit more action. So you'll have snook laying up under here. You'll catch redfish out of here, sheephead, ladyfish. Some trout might be in here as well. There's a good variety of stuff that likes to hang around the docks because it's real good cover for them. So that's the structure, cover. Those are the stuff that you're looking for to get in there.
bait's a little loose.
Using top water, so just make it pop and splash on the surface. Don't hurt me no more. Oh baby, don't hook me. Don't fucking hook me.
Oh, you got another one.
Another one. Oh, this one. That one's jumping. See, threw the hook out of his mouth again. This one we got in the side.
We're catching them babies left and right.
At least we're catching fish on this video. May not be the fish we're targeting, but we're catching them.
Man, they are fighters. I've never caught a ladyfish before.
They are,
big
they are pain in the ass. Well, we found where all the ladyfish are hiding. Now we just need to find where the redfish are hiding. Well, they're a lot more sensitive. You know, they're sensitive toward the barometers. They're sensitive, you know, low pressures, high pressures. They're sensitive with temperatures and times of day. They definitely are a pickier fish to try to target. But when you catch them, man, you get a big old bull red on the end of that line, and it's just singing away. And, you know, you praying that it doesn't get to the end of your line and pop it, man. That's true excitement right there. That's what every fisherman lives for. Is that moment when that line just starts squealing away, and all you can do is just try to turn it and get it back. That's the excitement. Fucking professional. Come fishing with me, I'll change your life. Yeah. And by change your life, I mean it could be abundance of things. I could have you catching fish all day and learning something, or you could lose an eye. Life changing though, for sure.
Oh, things bite. I think it's catching the same one.
It's just the same one. No, the hook's in different spots every time. That proves that I'm not catching the same one.
Well, no, I mean you throw it out there and you catch it again.
Yeah,
You throw
right.
it out there and you catch
Just,
it
yeah,
again.
it's just the same one
It's
biting.
the same one biting. I've not really liked that one.
Sometimes you get lucky, they just come right off. The scales are like little bits of armor, you know, and it's laid on top of each other like that. That's why, you know, old armor is designed that way, because it allows a lot of protection, so shit can't really get in there. But I mean, yeah, I mean they can get bit real good and still survive, you know, just like we can. You know, they heal and they heal real good sometimes, you know. Other times they don't. It takes them a little while, but I mean, it's just like everything else, you know. I don't know, little ladyfish. We're on little ladyfish today. Even though we're little. Look at that.
Oh, you just snagged him up top.
Yeah, well, we had it in his mouth, but he ended up, that second hook got him. So today it's, seems to be the Ozuri's tearing it up today. Top lure. But yeah, you just kind of wanna let it slack on top, babe, and just tap it, just little taps, and you want it because it's made to make splashes. So just a little tap on it, tighten your line, and just do a little tap harder. You want to make it pop on the water. Keep your pull tip down and then pull away from it hard. You pull the tip up. You want to keep it down and like away from it. You want to keep it in the water. See, it's really all in that jig motion because you want it flopping, you want it making sound, you want it flashing, and once you get that jig perfected, you can just catch one after another when you find out where they're laying, you know. And that's another reason why we go early. All these guys are running out now. We're already on our way back in, you know. Get this show on the road. We're heading home. Thank you all for watching the video today. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We didn't catch what we were looking for, but we did catch some fish this time. So stay tuned for the next episode. We'll have it out next week sometime for you. And make sure to hit that subscribe and that like. And visit me on Facebook at Adventures of Sea Leg. Thank you all for coming. See you later.